Shalom, Akim. I'm gonna give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and roll well, and salutations to all the Akim, all four corners of earth who's pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim. Yeah, I want to get into this. The devil's pushing his body ID. Esau knows how vulnerable the people are and how stupid they are, and all he has to do is just throw a stone out there, and they'll gravitate towards it, and believe in anything the stone says. Case in point, you just put it on the news and they'll believe anything. Um, these people for years, and even till this day, they portray a lie of the Santa Claus. Around the time when when Esau possesses the earth with that demonic spirit, he has nerve enough to have NASA, which is another lie, put up pictures and image of Santa Claus coming from one side of the world to the other, dropping toys and shit, man. I remember as a kid seeing this shit, and I was like, man, what the hell? Man, what the fuck? This is some BS, man. Why are they doing this shit? Just lying. Why are they lying? I thought we was taught not to lie. Well, they love to lie. And here it is with his technology, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing more than more lies, man. And the people, they'll dumb down to anything. And truthfully, they already have this type of thing out, the life alert. When the lady came back on today, I fall and I can't get up. What happened to those things? Those were supposed to be, all you had to do was tap that button, and it had all your information on there and stuff, But here it is now where he has something called the body ID, and we already know what that's basically grooming you up for at the end of the day, because he wants to have all your information. He wants to have everything on that, He's just once again grooming the people, Micah 2 and 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. This is something that they've been thinking about. Not only that, you have to groom the people towards it. Right before they put that they go for that Revelation 13, and 16, before that comes, they gotta groom the people, because a lot of you still have Edomites out there who are Bible thumpers, and believe that they're the chosen people, and so they're gonna fight tooth and nail if Esau just came flat out and gave you, that C-hip, and just introduced it. So he has to groom the people. He has to slowly break it to them, man. They have Esau is saying Rome wasn't built in one day. It's technology. He puts it out there, but you have to let it grow upon the people. That's how the wicked works, man. Truthfully, this RFI, this C-hip technology, when I was a kid, I remember them putting it in animals and stuff. And here we are now. And even back then, they were saying that the animals were getting cancer, getting jacked up because of that. And of course they are, man. This is a foreign object put in your body that's made to do harm to you, Micah 2 and 2. And they covenant fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage, man. So yeah, this information that you're all getting ready to give this devil and put it all on your little wristband, he's gonna know everything. He's gonna know where you're going, where you're at, because his body ID, I'm not too sure about the body ID if it's gonna have a GPS device in it, but everything, now they come up with everything with GPS in it. One of my jobs I work like in the fruit department, and they have like a type of GPS cooling a chip that comes in some of this fruit and the cases and stuff, and it marks where it's traveling to and the temperature, man. You know what I'm saying? So all you gotta do is scan the thing and it'll tell all that stuff, man. Scan on the chip will tell all the information. So these people are being groomed, for their demise at the end of the day, But yeah, they're being groomed for their demise at the end of the day. And they're trusting their leaders too as well, because you have this, because now that we have new leadership, new wicked leadership in an office that's been there for a few months. You know, they're promising all these great and good things. You know, but my man's who they got out there, this Kennedy guy, he's promising. This is one of the best technology things that we have on the market, just going to it full force. And they keep coming up with these different fear factor things for you, whether it be a type of flu or this type of cocker pneumonia, just different types of things for you to fear, man. Psalm 118:8, it is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. So once again, going back to Trump and this Kennedy guy, who the people are putting their trust in, and full-heartedly believing that they're here for change. They're jumping on this Kennedy train and running with it, man. But all he's gonna do is lead the people to their demise, man. That's it. That's all, man. When you jump behind Esau's technology, when you jump behind his wicked ways, it leads to death, a sick and painful death. Psalm 118:9, it is better to put trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. All nations compass me about, but in the name of the Lord will I destroy them, man. So it's all about the Lord, man, and don't be believing in this devil's technology, man, because it's gonna lead to your demise, man. And at the end of the day, we're holy people. You speaking to you Israelites, man. And the Lord is not dealing with you if you're dealing with this world, man. Plain and simple, man. A lot of our people, they want to just conform to the wicked ways of this world just so they can get by, get a paycheck or whatever, and that's going to lead to your death, ultimately. This is Matthew. What the fuck is this? Slacking. This is Matthew 7:13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be there find it. So it says, it's Matthew 7:15, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are raging wolves. So once again, man, watch what these devils talk about, man, because they have inward thoughts, man, and this is take you Israelites down, man. Because once again, this is just a grooming step. There's different steps to their ultimate plan, and their ultimate plan is here. Matthew 7:16. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bring forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bring forth evil fruit. And once again, that evil fruit, if you eat of that evil fruit, man, death and destruction is going to come your way, man. The Lord's not dealing with you, man. When you're a friend of this world, when you're dealing with the technology, when you're dealing with the waywardness of this world, the Lord is not dealing with you ultimately, man. You're going to get the judgment of this place, man, and that's not a good thing, man. Speaking to you Israelites, because we have a fear in the Lord, man. A lot of us don't know who the Lord is. Speaking about 2/3, they don't know who the Lord is, but some of them have a slight fear, and that's what we're speaking to, those that have a little fear, that can hopefully repent and come out of that wickedness, man. But if the Lord just got you just jacked up, then this is what you're going to take. You're going to deal with the wickedness and abominations of this world, man. But what this is Revelation 13:16. This is ultimately what this is going to lead to, man. And it calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And this is ultimately what's going to come down to. This is once again just a precursor. Esau deals with precursors. Before he rolls roll out, like Ludacris had that song, before he rolls out his inventions and everything, he always hits you with a little taste, a taste of something, taste of his wickedness. and he comes full throttle on. You know, these are just steps. These are just steps. But yeah, I just wanted to put my little 2 cents on this body ID stuff that's going on, and it's gonna be sweeping the world very soon, man. You know, right here, this is he says this is one from somebody from the Czech Republic, Thomas Orb, from the Czech Republic. You know, like I said, the same type of thing. I don't know what this MD thing right here. That could be a RFID, some type of chip in there. You know, to keep more information, because you know this information right here. They've been had these type of little things out for some time. They would have you wear it around your neck, or sometimes, you know, when you go to the hospital, there's people sick, they'll have those bands on them already. You know, so you know they're gonna push it up higher. You know, they're gonna step up the ante, so to speak. With that being said, this is edifying. Shalom, Akim.